Hi, I will be presenting my mod for the Armored Core 6 Kyoriku jamming bomb launcher. As we all know, it generates a smoke cloud wherever you shoot it. If you shoot it normally, it generates a smoke cloud at that direction. If you charge up the shot, it'll generate a smoke cloud where you're standing, but this smoke cloud won't move. And here's my take on this mod. Normal shot works as expected. It generates an immobile cloud of chaff that cuts off lock-on ability when you're inside. The charge shot charges for 0.3 seconds. This is almost instant, creates a cloud of chaff that follows you around. As you can imagine, this opens up numerous tactical maneuvers that you could follow. For instance, deploying a cloud of chaff while assault boosting at an enemy, and thereby closing into melee range. Now, one of the advantages of this is that, well, the thing with this cloud of chaff is that if you and the enemy is inside the same cloud, you can both lock onto each other. This is very convenient if you're a melee player, or if you're a filthy Zimmerman scrub. Either way, if you build around this, then you should have the advantage in such a scenario. As you can see here, I am not a strong melee player, so that's why I am failing to land these very clean dagger hits. Next, I decided to go up against Cinder Carla, who is a notorious missile boat in the arena, thereby to test how well this particular build would perform. And I spec'd into something more melee centric for it as well. Now let's see how well it performs. I open off with a cloud of chaff on my position, thereby preventing her missiles from locking onto me. One of the problems with the laser lance is that sometimes it fails to fill up the stagger bar completely. I know this has been happening a lot more since the recent update, but oh well. The problem is that I don't have a weapon on me to fill up the stagger bar entirely, because my right hand is occupied with the smoke bomb launcher, which is the focus of this build. And I can't equip any missiles because they wouldn't work either. I went with the earshot because its large AoE should allow me to at least get a blind hit in, even if I'm not locked on. And then I'm starting to realize one of the problems with this build is that in this sort of arena where it's kind of dark and foggy and everything, it's hard for my eyes to actually physically figure out where Carla is, especially without the manual lock-on. And here's me just blind firing based on where the missiles are coming from. Honestly, I get hit more by missiles when I'm close to Carla than I do when I'm far away from Carla, which is to be expected from the behavior of how the smoke bomb launcher works. As mentioned before, if you are both inside the same smoke cloud, you should be able to lock onto each other. And there it is, round 1 of 3.
Nice.
Now for my second round, you can see I leisurely stroll towards her instead, because I'm fairly confident in the smoke bomb's ability to negate the tracking of her missiles. Here, now that I'm locked onto her, she can lock onto me, and those missiles, yep, will probably be smacking me in the back. Yeah, here I can't tell the difference between smoke and steam, and that's why I'm forgetting to keep up my missile cloud, I guess tracking missile cloud. So yeah, as long as I remember to fire it every so often, I can basically be immune to lock-on. doing so well because I get too reckless, especially when I'm close to Carla, thinking I can go in for the punish, and then her missile just smack me in the back again. Yep. I keep forgetting to keep up my chase. Come on. This is your mod, you need to know how to use it. Ah, that was pretty clean though.
Nice. Don't know about the sim.
I think I did the best in my third round now that I was more comfortable with figuring out how to use this tracking Chaff Cloud to the best of my ability. Of course, someone who's actually good at melee and good at manual aiming would probably do a lot better than I ever could imagine. Jeez. You know what I'd like to see? Someone land a stun needle shot with this mod active. Just having a cloud of Chaff following them around so they can't lock on, so they just blindly fire, and boom, stun needle embedded. Straight into AC score. That was wasted, but I didn't know what to do. At this point I just resort to... I think at this point I resort to just blind firing the earshot because I had no idea where Carla was. And the problem with the missiles is that because they curve, I can't exactly tell where they originally came from. I assume she was in that corner, so I just blind fired. Super close to it. Toy Chaff, now she can't do shit. Boom. As you can see, I got her with close range, where we could still lock onto each other. That's because her missiles had no chance of hitting me from a distance. And that's it for this mod. As you can imagine, this will probably be more useful for those of you who can actually manually aim and can actually fight in melee. But for now, I hope to see some interesting stuff happen. Obviously, don't go on multiplayer and use it without the other person's consent, because in multiplayer games, the difference between cheating and modding is consent. And now you're probably wondering why I'm using a Flork avatar for this. The answer to that question is I spent 2 months making this thing just for the hell of it. You bet your ass I'm going to use it at some point.